Okay, the primary role of the information about Italy's espresso bars in the passages, and of course, this is in paragraph 2, where we talk about the transformation of coffee from a home-brewed necessity to a social institution, is fascinating. Today, coffee culture varies dramatically across the world. In places like Italy, espresso bars provide quick shots of energy accompanied by brief social interactions. Contrastingly, in nations such as the US, coffee shops often serve as extensions of office space where Wi-Fi and power outlets are as crucial as the coffee itself. So what is the role of the information about Italy's espresso bars in the passage? And from the outset, it talks about how coffee culture varies dramatically across the world. So, in my opinion, just looking at it before I even look at the answers, the information about the espresso bars is to highlight how coffee culture varies dramatically across the world. It is an example to highlight this, particularly one in Europe. Let's look at the answers now. Given that we've already kind of decided what we think the point of mentioning Italy is. A, it contrasts with the description of American coffee shops. Now, they provide an example about Italy and then they say, contrastingly in nations such as the US, and then they tell us about the coffee shops. But is the point of the mention of Italy to contrast with the US? Or is it something else? Now, we know this is true. It is contrasted with the description of American coffee shops. So I'm going to leave that there. But could there be an answer that is more true? B, it's crucial for understanding global coffee culture. Do we need this particular little bit about Italy's espresso bars to understand global coffee culture? No, I would automatically eliminate that. C, it provides a specific example of coffee culture in Europe to illustrate the diversity of coffee culture. Well, I would say yes, it provides a specific example. As we've said, Italy is an example to illustrate the diversity of coffee culture. A very strong yes. This is kind of what we had initially decided that it was the primary function of this little bit of information. D, it highlights the necessity of quick coffee service. I would get rid of that. They do mention quick coffee service, but this is not about the necessity of a quick coffee service. Then I would look at A, it contrasts with the description of American coffee shops. Is the primary purpose of the mention of Italy to contrast with the description of American coffee shops, or is it to provide a specific example of coffee culture in Europe to illustrate the diversity of coffee culture? And I would say that C is much more true than A, in that it is an example which is meant to illustrate the diversity of coffee culture.